Hello everyone and welcome back to week 2 of our course. This week we'll be talking about setting. Now, setting is a pretty common term when talking about fiction, and people often think it refers to time and place. And it does, but there are some more setting elements that occur when we're trying to analyze fiction and poetry. So time is the time period in which the story takes place, but also the time of day, or any sort of time or historical references that could be being made in the story that might impact the plot itself. We're also talking about, with reference to place, the physical location of the characters, so where the characters are in the setting and how that might impact things, as well as geographical location, so where in the world does the story take place, and how might that impact the story. Some other elements that we need to consider when talking about setting include weather. So how does the weather sort of drive the plot or prevent characters or allow characters to do certain things? The cultural setting. So what kind of job does the character have? What is their heritage? Does that impact how the story moves or how they move through the world? And also mood, which we'll get into next week a little further with tone and mood, but that's the emotional impact. And it's also the basis of your literary unit assignment for this week. More on that in a minute. For Unit 2, to access the readings, the list of readings, you go to Unit 2 and scroll down to Readings and Resources. That'll list the readings and page numbers for each of the things that you have to read for this week. To access your textbook, you want to go to Course Information in the Blackboard page, and the first link is the full textbook where you'll find all the readings that we'll cover for this term. If you notice underneath the readings, just like in Unit 1, there's an interactive element. Use this to get a sort of a visual approximation about setting elements, or if you need further explanation. As always, the discussion post, the initial post is due by Wednesday. Make sure that you read through the prompt carefully and proofread your responses, and then reply to at least 2 people by Sunday. I would suggest adding questions to your response to keep the conversations going, and even try making more than 2 replies this week so that we can really get into the discussion topic, which is about AI and plagiarism. Your literary assignment this week has to do with the impact of setting. Read through the prompt carefully, and if you'll notice in the prompt it states that you want to talk about how the setting elements helped immerse you as the reader into the story. And also, how did the setting elements create an environment that had sort of an impact on the audience itself? Read through the prompt carefully, and another thing to remember is that for each unit assignment, you want to include an APA 7th edition title page. If you need help formatting that, go on the left-hand side of the menu on Blackboard, and there's a link titled APA 7th edition. If you click that, there's a template there, so that all you have to do is fill in your information for each assignment that you do this term. Okay, let me know if you have any questions this week through email. Drop by for my office hours on Wednesdays, and if you need an appointment at another time, please reach out through email and we can set up a virtual appointment to go over anything that you don't understand any week of the term. Again, I look forward to hearing from you, and good luck with setting this week.